Hi, this is Majinoni. Here's my reviews for AvX 0 and New Avengers number 23. Now, overall, I like this issue pretty well. It had a nice amount of action and violence in it. Uh, it showed Scar demolishing the Dark Avengers, and just when they started to regain some consciousness, that shows the New Avengers coming in and cleaning house. Now, it also, I kind of glossed over it, just passed over it, but it basically also shows the beginning part, which was released as a preview of how Scar managed to end up on the New Avengers side. Now, I really did like this picture, two-page spread here. This was spectacular. This was really good, and it was just a solid battle issue for the most part. Art was good, nice paneling, great positions in terms of the action. So I give this a thumbs up. And of course, when this thing ends here, it kind of ends on this weird cliffhanger-y thing, because you have Luke Cage on one side, who's still looking for Jessica and his baby, and then it goes AvX next issue. So, I think that's some bad timing with that. Alright. Next up is this monstrosity, AvX 0. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was not asking for an Avengers versus X-Men battle, because I, for one, realized that they can't let one side completely dominate over the other. Personally, I'd rather see Avengers versus Masters of Evil, and the X-Men versus Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. That, to me, is a much more gratifying battle, because then you're going to have your ups and your downs, and your heroes will win at the end. While this here, it's going to be, granted, somebody's going to have to win, but for the most part, the battles are probably going to go 50-50. Otherwise, X fanboys are going to scream that they should have won, or Avenger fanboys are going to scream that they should have won. And nobody wants to see fanboys screaming, because it's usually not a pretty sight. Now, the art's pretty good, because, Cho's doing it, and for the most part, this is centered around two women, Wanda and Hope. So, we all know that he knows how to draw women pretty well. So he was a good choice for this. Now, my complaint about this book here is I spent $3.99 on a book that really shouldn't have been a zero issue. This was, for the most part, worthless to me as an issue, and what they really should have done was they should have taken the Avenger part out and tossed this in Avenger backups. Like they did with the X-Men. And the same thing with the X-Men side of things. I thought the other thing that this really did was it put Wanda's place in the universe. Miss Marvel and Spider-Woman brings Wanda back to the mansion, and Vision goes, "F you, get out of here, you're not wanted." And, it was something that was needed, but at the same time, this could have been handled in a totally different way, rather than spending $3.99 for this to find that out. Now, on the other side, you have Hope dealing with Scott, and Scott being a jackass, and for some reason, I don't know what it is, but recently it's let's beat up on the Serpent Society, because for years we didn't see one character from Serpent Society, and then suddenly they're everywhere, and Hope just takes them down pretty easily, and it just pretty much puts them back into their place of being from a strong Captain America supervillain team to you can't even beat a teenage girl at that, and that's pretty pathetic in terms of a supervillain team who was good at one time. Overall, complete worthless. Like I said, I feel like I was cheated paying $3.99 for this. I really just want this to start, and I just want to see the fighting, and hopefully I'll be amused at the end. But I have a feeling, I don't know, I just have this feeling that the fights aren't going to go as well as I hoped. And some of the matchups are kind of stupid, like, come on, Thing versus Namor. Granted, you want to see the fight, but you put Thing in water, Namor's going to win. I mean, do you really have to fight that? And Magneto versus Iron Man, technically, Magneto should be able to just rip his armor off and send it to all parts of the world, universe. But, of course, Tony will have some sort of something in his armor to prevent that from happening, and who knows, he'll probably, and Magneto's depowered, so he'll just zap him, and Magneto will probably just fall unconscious. So, I don't know, it's just, I'm not really happy with some of it, and I don't know, I just hope I'll be amused, but I just have this fear I'm not. Well, anyways, let's give you guys the code. Okay, now, here's the instructions, and I wrote the code out. Now, the code, it's supposed to be one long letter, or sorry, one long number, so just type it out in one long sequence. Paper wasn't long enough to put it all under one, so. Alright. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. For those of you who did buy AvX, let me know what you think of the Zero issue. Do you think it was worth paying $3.99 just to see this? And who do you think will win? Avengers or X-Men? So, until next time.